I really want to hang the eucalyptus in the shower.
Oh, I do
Have you
that.
seen that?
Yeah.
The big sprig
No,
of
it's nice.
eucalyptus?
It's nice.
Oh, is it? A fucking plant hanging in my shower?
Dude,
It
it's
smells
eucalyptus. It
so
smells-
good.
Just buy a eucalyptus candle then and light that thing.
Is that wrong?
See?
Oh.
The plant
Josh
is
also
healthier.
walks around and lights all the candles in our house with a torch. So
yeah, he does. He
there's
ruins
that.
like the whole wick in one burn.
Well, because you know how long it takes with the lighter, like waiting. Dude,
it's
blow
supposed to
torch.
be.
melts the whole
Dude.
candle.
It's like there's nothing that I can't do. We're doing numbers, so we do the money dance too. It ain't nothing, it's the Sunday shampoo. It's the Sunday shampoo. It's the Sunday shampoo.
All right, hey, welcome to the Sunday
Welcome.
shampoo. Number
11.
Commence the counting.
How do you say 11 in other
En español.
languages? Yeah, sure.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Once.
Once. And what about French?
I have no clue.
No
You're
clue.
asking too much.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know how to say in French? Louis Vuitton?
We
Louis Vuitton?
were talking about that last
And
night.
we.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nice.
We were speaking French because we were talking
Voulez-vous
about
coucher
Avec moi.
avec moi
That's
ce
impressive.
soir?
That's deep.
I know.
Is that how you say that? I usually just make
That's
up
pretty
my
good.
own words when that song comes
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all feel it. We just don't know it.
Like, what did she just say?
But
I
it's-
never know any word to any song.
Oh,
Really?
it's actually
We just
hilarious.
you just make them up.
What's a song for each of you that
Oh.
you guys used to think that you knew the words?
I have
What the fuck?
Yeah.
But it was literally when you
What's
read
the one
it.
you
or
told me?
I have the best one, I think, and it's so bad. For real, like I was on, and this is from high school. This is how far back this goes. I was singing, so we had like a ghetto blaster on our softball bus, and we had a tape because we didn't have
Mhm.
The same 10
streaming
songs.
services, no internet, no
Yeah.
iPhones or anything like that. So we had a tape that we had recorded, like our pump up songs, like Another One Bites the Dust, and the song Wild Thing was on it.
Wild Thing.
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah, Wild Thing. Dun,
Yeah.
So I thought the part that when I got to think of it. So
Should we play it?
looked up and it was her mother. And then she said, "Hey, you two, I was once like you and I like to do the wild thing."
Mhm.
I thought like forever it was, "Hey, you Jew, I was once like you."
Oh, no.
And I like to do the
Carrie
wild.
just belting it.
I know. And I was singing it, and my best friend Jennifer played
Bitch, you
softball too.
can't
She's
say
like,
that.
What'd you just say?
"What did you just? What are you saying?" I'm like, "Hey, you Jew." I was like, she's like, "No, it's hey, you two.
Yeah.
I was once like
Hey.
you." Oh, that makes way more sense. Could not
That's a
figure that
good
out.
one.
Anyway, so that's mine.
What's that This isn't my story. This is my mother. But that Macklemore song, like the ceiling can't hold
yeah.
us. She always would sing, like the ceiling has odors. I was like, Mom, what'd you just say? And she's like the most like tone deaf, like she just rocks it. She has no rhythm or anything. But yeah,
That's funny.
Yeah. So now every time I hear that song, I laugh. 'Cause I just think of-
There's a
yeah.
rock song, and I'm never going to be able to remember it. It's going to come to me as soon as we leave. But I was doing it the other day. We were in the car, and I was like, what does he say there? Because it's so fast.
Yeah.
And I've looked it up 15 times, and every single time I forget what it is because it sounds nothing like it. What song was
Yeah,
that?
I don't know. I know one off the top, but I won't be able to think of the whole. But like, I don't know even what it says, but I think it says like rolling like a Duchene. Like a motor in the night.
Yeah.
But I think I don't even know what it actually is, but I
Roll-
say like a Duchene, like a douche,
like a douche.
like a motor in
Rolling
the
like
night.
a deuce, another roller in
Yeah,
the
okay,
night.
see, that's probably the real word.
Oh, okay.
But I
it's
thought
like-
it was,
okay.
and I
That's
know
a
it's
good
not,
song.
but forever I literally thought it was like Duchene.
Well,
Duchene.
you were just hoping it was your last name.
Duchene.
Rolling like Duchene in the night.
Yeah. What's yours, Stacia?
Not mine, but my brother-in-law's. he always thought the song I Can See Clearly Now the Rain Is Gone
Yeah.
was I Can See Clearly Now Lorraine Is Gone.
Lorraine.
Oh, man, Lorraine.
Lorraine's gone.
Thank God.
Lorraine,
Wow.
she's
That
gone.
bitch.
She's
Lorena Bobbitt. What'd she do?
cut off a appendage, didn't she?
She cut off a wiener
And threw it out the
down
window.
on the interstate.
What?
Is this somebody we know?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Bobbitt?
No,
She
it was
she
a
was
big
like a-
deal. It was a big
She was
deal.
a hitchhiker, wasn't she?
No, no, it was her husband's stick.
Well, he probably.
I mean, actions have consequences.
I think he's just a nice guy, and she was psycho.
Oh, well.
Something. But
Little
anyway,
bone.
I
Triggered it.
Obviously a
feel
little
like, were
sick.
they able to reattach it? I think they, I'm going to look it up.
That would be
Hold, please. You guys go on with your funnies.
What did we
Funny
do last
songs.
night?
I'm determined.
Okay, yeah. So my birthday was Tuesday,
Mhm.
last Tuesday,
The end of
and
August.
it's funny. Last Sunday, I was looking at Emily's phone. So the Sunday before my birthday, I was looking at Emily's phone. Or I wasn't even
What?
looking. I wasn't even like I
Yeah.
walked by.
My phone was
Like,
in the kitchen counter, and he just walked by, and it went. Bing,
No, I know,
and,
but-
he looked
And then
down.
I saw it was like a group text, like
Uh-huh.
Sock was in it, but Grant, and like I wasn't in it. So right away she knew I saw that, and she thought then I knew what that something was going to be happening.
Mhm.
The text that Grant had said
Sounds like
was literally sounds like a party
Yeah.
to me. Was like what popped up on my phone screen, and that's what he saw 2 days before his birthday. And then he's like, "What's that?" And then I was like, "Do you literally have to ruin everything? If you listen to the previous episode, you'll know what I mean."
Yeah.
But so then I was like, I just probably shot myself in the foot because he may not have even known what that was.
Right.
Like, and then I just gave it away by calling him out on him ruining everything. So then I was like all worried. I'm like, dang it, he knows.
And what I thought right away in my head without
Yeah.
even replying back, because I try sometimes if anyone's going to surprise me to act surprised.
Yeah.
Is that like the rule?
No.
Is that a rule? What do you guys do?
I don't
in
know,
those
but I knew that
situations?
that's exactly what you would do.
Yeah.
I was like, either way.
Yeah.
But you probably
I
thought we were doing it
remember-
on your actual birthday.
So
'Cause it's-
Tuesday came, and I kept saying to Emily, like, what are we doing tonight? What are we doing
Yeah.
tonight? I asked everyone at the shop, of course, like, what's going on? And you guys are all full of shit, so it doesn't even matter.
We're good at it.
No.
So Emily's no, like, we're just gonna. I got my grill because we moved. I
Mhm.
moved, which we're still kind of getting settled. That's another subject.
Mm.
But she's like, we're just gonna get the grill set up, cook some food, and do whatever. So I was like, oh man, there's no way that's what we're actually doing. And I didn't care. I was happy with that.
Sure.
Like I was happy with
He
that.
was very
But
let
the whole
down.
night's like going on. You're like,
When's my
yeah,
friends
I'm
gonna
waiting
come?
on all you fucking punks to show up.
And then the whole week goes by, and I asked you last night. I was like, did you go like all week? Like, maybe doing it for my birthday. Like you wouldn't say anything, but I was like, I would feel.
No,
like
I was
that.
just moving on, and we've been busy, and it was like, I mean, I was good.
Yeah.
I was totally content. Just whatever. So then last night Emily invited me to her family was in town.
Mm-hmm.
So Emily invited me to dinner with her family. And we hung out the night before. Not that I didn't want to go, but I was just like, oh, maybe since we hung out that night, we weren't going to go the next day. And
He kept trying to get out of it. He's like, I'm tired. Do we have to go tonight? Like he didn't want to go with my family.
Well, and it was late for us.
Yeah,
It was late
It
for
was
us
a
to
late
eat.
dinner.
because of homecoming.
Yeah, there was a lot of homecoming reservations.
so then we show up to the restaurant, and obviously you guys were all there.
Who was the first person you saw? I couldn't tell who you saw
Dude, everyone. It was like a
because like I saw your
panoramic
face.
view.
Your face was like you were
I
just.
was
He
just-
went from like he was like moping up the stairs, and then I was leading, and I turned around, and Josh's face was like he literally went
Yeah, like you did look
like it was like
surprised.
confusion.
Yeah.
for a little bit. It wasn't like oh friends. It was like
Mind you,
What are you
we're at
doing
like
here?
a nice ass restaurant, and I'm like,
Well, obviously,
What a coincidence!
well, obviously, I
Sitting
normally
with my
figure
family.
out secret. I don't get surprised that often.
Yeah.
Like I can normally something's up or there's enough of us that we all play telephone.
Yeah.
Someone snitches, but everyone had that shit on lock. Like no, so I was just like, wow, I normally don't get surprised. So
One thing that was very difficult for me in last night's shenanigans as the person that had to get him there, I should have told everybody else that the reservation was at 7:45. Because what happened is I told everybody that the reservation was at 8 o'clock and Mr. will not be late to anything
Right.
next to me was wanting to leave our house in Ankeny at 7:20. So I was like, oh, I need to go find a jacket. I need to go
She kept-
Josh
find.
was like,
I can't
Purposely
I
find
was
did
my.
so
things.
I
pissed.
can't find my lip gloss. Hold on. Hold please.
sweating.
Like trying to waste all the time.
I'm gonna
And
go
then I'm
pee. She
driving-
went pee in the bathroom for like 20 minutes. I'm like,
Her on the phone with us.
Yeah.
Don't you dare
then-
fuck this up.
And then we took off for downtown, and I was trying to drive really slow. I mean, I'm a slow driver anyway. I don't like the speed, so I was driving really slow. And then I realized even driving slow and trying to waste all that time, we were still going to be really early. And so I was like, oh, I need to stop by the vape shop really quick. Like I was just like making stuff up at that point. And so
and then we stopped. She's like, will you go in for me? I'm like, dude, no. Why
Yes.
me?
because I didn't
I
want to park.
want to walk down there.
But anyway, we get to the parking ramp, and I parked in like kind of a faraway parking spot or parking ramp, so that we had to walk to it. That would waste a little bit more time. But we parked at like 7:59, and he got out of the car and he's like, "We're late." He's like speed walking, and I'm like, "There's a reason. Can you just slow down?" I'm like, "Can you stop walking so fast? My legs hurt." I was like being so annoying.
I was pumped.
I'm
he was
sure.
so mad,
Mhm.
so
I was
mad.
like,
We did it. It got pulled off.
We did it.
Yep.
I
Okay. Good job,
remember one
Emily.
of my songs, by the way.
Oh, good.
Oh.
And then I'm going to go back because I found out.
Okay,
The-
so
the info
do you
on-
guys know that song? It's like, do just like a lady.
Oh, yeah, Miss Doubtfire.
Okay, so
Aerosmith.
I used to think that said, dude looks like a lady. It's not what it says, if
No.
you guys didn't know that. It's not. It says, yeah, do just like a lady.
Mhm.
But I always was just like, dude looks like a lady.
So
Well,
confident.
which funny because Steven Tyler has turned into a woman.
Well,
Basically. I mean,
Poor
very
guy.
like looks
poor guy.
Yeah,
Dude,
like-
he's a
He looks
rock
like
star.
the mom from Sons of
Anarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gemma.
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 Yeah,
Oh,
it looks like Gemma.
shit.
He
He
turned
does.
into Gemma.
Wow.
Sure did.
He's still kicking, though.
Yeah.
Probably should not be.
Okay, back. So John Wayne Bobbitt was the husband,
Okay.
Oh,
and Lorena
Lorena
Bobbitt.
What year was this?
This was in 93.
Okay.
Lorena cut John's penis off with a knife while he was sleeping in bed. The penis was subsequently surgically reattached.
Wow.
The reason she did it was that she claimed her husband had raped and abused her for years.
Oh, see?
He was charged with rape later that year, but
It's
was
fine.
acquitted and went on
Justice.
to star in several pornographic films.
No. They
Weird.
made him famous.
Fucking douche.
Huh.
That's crazy.
I started watching Dahmer.
I've
Is
heard
that
that's
good?
crazy.
We need to start watching that tonight.
Yeah, we
That
can't say
is-
too much about that
Yeah,
because
don't.
not everyone out there, all of our fans have heard it.
I know, but
And,
all I'm saying is
I'm pumped. That's what I'm
Gotta
gonna
watch
do
it.
tonight, actually.
it's dark.
Is it dark?
It's good.
That guy is a really good actor.
Mm-hmm.
He's like really
He's in
good.
what, like American
Stranger
Horror-
or not Stranger Things? American Horror Story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
He's creepy.
yeah. He plays the part really well.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
And
so
you're Jack.
you'll like it. I mean, you'll not. I mean,
No, you'll like
it'll make
it.
you feel weird, but
But I like fucked up shit though.
I do too.
Yeah.
I just like to be scared.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite feeling in the world. Is that weird?
It's almost time
It's
for
just
a haunted
adrenaline.
house.
It's adrenaline.
Yeah,
It's
we're
a little
are,
strange.
are we all
Maybe
going
there's
to
I'd
haunted
probably
house
choose,
this
like,
year?
some
love.
in there.
We were talking about that the other day.
Haunted housing?
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to do it?
I
You
know.
guys, I had the worst haunted
gonna
house experience of my life last year.
Yeah.
It was
Really?
so bad.
Did you ever hear what happened there?
She
It
got
was
picked
really
out,
bad.
She got,
thrown in the basement.
and
And
they
they
threw her in
locked
the
me
basement.
in there by
Just her?
myself.
And she was the most scared
Separated
person.
me from
Wait,
the group.
They could.
What?
It's like they could tell you were the most
They
fearful.
could. She looked
Yeah.
like it.
I was like,
Where was this at?
because leading up
Slaughterhouse.
to, we were standing in
Oh.
line outside, and Josh, all he was saying for 20 minutes while we're standing there was how really, if somebody wanted to commit a heinous murder And a haunted house would be a really great place to do it because it's dark. There's hundreds of people in there.
They're screaming.
Everybody's screaming. They would never
Even
be able
bangs,
to figure
like you could probably
out.
shoot a gun in there, and you just think it was like a prop.
Right,
Yeah.
because I mean, everyone's screaming.
So
and
then
there's-
I'm like insanely nervous.
Well, yeah.
Because I go in and I'm like, Ghost White, they must have seen it
Mhm.
because they literally were like, you need to go in that room right there. Or no, I'm sorry. They said, you have to lead us in. And I was like, I'm not leading everybody in. No. He's like, well, we can't move this along until you go first. And I was like,
It looks like we're
I'm going to get trapped in this room. I can see where this is going. He's going to shut me in here and lock the door. And Josh is like, just go. Don't be a baby. I stepped 1 foot into the basement stairwell. Thump, door goes closed. They lock the big handle. And now all these people are coming up and down the stairwell. And I'm trapped with nowhere
there's
to go.
people too.
Oh, people.
Props.
Sure.
So I was uncontrollably sobbing, which sounds ridiculous now that
well,
you're
I don't
not
think
in the
that sounds
situation.
ridiculous at all.
But I was just in a 20-minute conversation about anybody could kill me, and they wouldn't even know. Nobody would know.
Yeah.
So anyway, Josh did that to me. So that's nice. We're
How
still.
scary was that haunted house, though?
It was.
Like,
Was
I
it
think I'm good then.
See,
well, I only went on the
No,
one
I-
downtown.
you
How
don't want to
fast?
be that scared,
Was
though?
it?
no.
Was that
Oh, I
one
do.
scarier? Aside from being locked in the stairwell by yourself, was it scarier than the one we went to?
No, I thought
I
that she was
think,
fine.
I
then, 'cause
actually
that was
think
our
that it was so hypersensitive at that moment that the rest of it, I was like, this is fake. I'm like done. Like I
Okay.
was just mad at that point. I just wanted to get through it, and they wouldn't let me leave. So I just had to go through it. But I was so just like, get me out of here. Like I wasn't even scared. I was just mad at that point.
Right.
So I don't even remember it because I was just
You're
like,
just like,
this is dumb.
But the second
Fuck
night
all of
one,
you.
then, because we went to DSM Scare, too.
yeah.
Or
Yeah,
Scare
that's the
DSM.
I didn't think that one was very good at all.
I didn't either.
I mean, not that it was bad. It's just I guess I didn't think it was that scary.
Well, I'm scared of everything.
I loved the drag show.
The
In
drag
the parking
show
lot.
ahead of
That
time
was
was
pretty
great.
cool.
That was
cool because
really
like
good.
you're waiting anyway.
But that was the only haunted house that I had gone to since I had tried. Well, we did. We successfully went. My dad and I, when he was alive, he was equally like freaked out. Like we kind of believe in that kind of stuff. My dad and I are similar personalities, like spirits and things like that. And so we tried to go to a haunted house together for some reason. And it was in Des Moines, and it was in an old,
Lynn's Supermarket.
yes, it was
That's
in,
scary one.
They
I've heard
can't
that
have that
one's
anymore,
horrible.
can they? Didn't
I
they
don't
shut
know.
that shit down?
we did it.
Okay.
I mean, we got through it, but like
Lynn's was the best,
we
the
were
best back in the day, though.
Yeah.
latching onto each other, and he kept he smoked,
Lighter.
so he had his lighter, and
Yeah.
he kept flipping his lighter on every time. We were just
Aw.
screaming. Anyway, so that's only the second one that I'd ever been to, and it was really, I thought it was scary.
Well, and
What I don't like is like when you have to go through stuff, like they had
Oh,
those things where
the
you,
balloon things.
and you don't know
The giant
how
banana.
long you have to go
Yeah, I
through them.
don't
Like,
fuck with
when is
that.
this going to end? Or like, when is the pitch black?
Yeah,
Like, you
that's
can't see your
also-
hand in front of your face. Like, how long is that going to last?
How about
If
the
I-
spinning thing when you're
Oh
walking?
yeah,
Yeah.
The
Makes you
bridge.
feel like you're tipping.
Yeah.
Also, who
That's
put
the
Grant and
worst.
Carrie in the front last year?
Thank you. I would like
I mean,
to know
I'm not.
too.
I don't want to be in the front, but I was like, who put these? Grant.
We were the
Screaming the
worst.
whole
We were
time.
just like this on each other.
Did you even open
Me
your
behind
eyes?
them.
Why? I don't know. I mean, I
know.
saw some
I
things.
don't remember much.
I saw some things, but like the was it Ellen that used to have like the hidden cameras in the haunted
Yeah.
houses, and they would they would
yeah,
get
the
pictures
pictures.
of their faces. Can you imagine
Oh,
what
that'd
Grant
be
and I
so
looked like?
good.
I
Oh
mean,
my
are
god,
those
Grant has
real
the
us?
best scared face.
Oh my god.
That's his
Yes.
profile picture.
It's
Or his contact photo in my phone is the one you scared him in his denim
Anyway,
jacket.
I'm down to
He's
go
always
to
like,
another one.
"Eh."
We should go to like a big city one,
That'd
like
be fun.
Minneapolis, like
All right.
huge one.
That'd be fun.
I just need a shot of tequila before.
All right, that's what we'll do then. That'd be fun. Minneapolis
Yeah.
haunted house, and
I'll hang out at the bar while I wait for you guys.
no, you're not.
Yeah,
Everyone
for real.
goes.
If I'm going, you're going.
You won't die. I promise.
Mm,
Maybe.
Does anybody have any like scary stories that happened to them in their life?
Mm.
Actual stuff.
it sounds like Carrie might.
I mean,
Like, have you ever had any, like, Emily has?
I have.
Listen to the story about her
I
house.
tend to block things out and just
Yeah.
Kristen's like, no, that was Louie.
no.
Louie's not even here right now, but that was Louie in the other room.
Exactly. I know.
No, my parents split up like when I was 6, and my mom bought this little brick house in Tipton, and there was a lot of shuffling through in this house, and the previous owner had owned it for 4 months. Like, that's how short-lived it was. And then my mom bought it, and there was like, from literally the day we moved in, it was just creepy. I mean, I had a lot of siblings. It was only a 2-bedroom house, but the attic was finished. So like my mom had her bedroom up there. But anyway, the day we moved in, the first thing that happened, my mom's best friend was over helping us like unpack, and they sat down at the kitchen table, and they were just taking a little break, having a drink, and my mom hung up our picture, got up from the table and hung up our school pictures on the wall, because she's like, okay, now it feels like home. She was kind of joking and was like, okay, the pictures are up on the wall. I feel better. I'm good. And my mom stacked our kindergarten through senior year in the same frame, like kindergarten, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, all the way up. So there was 4 frames of me and my 3 siblings up on the wall. And all of a sudden, my mom sat back down, and all of the frames stayed on the wall, but all the pictures fell out from the frames at the same time. And my mom's best friend was there and was like, yeah.
No.
Oh my God, let me call Denise. No. And nobody believes these stories.
No, that's why that shit is so, like, I think scary to me, because it is very real to me.
There was a lot of other weird things. The other thing that happened in that house, I had really little siblings at the time. Like, Jet, my little brother, was less than a year old.
Yeah, what is it with, like, little kids and that kind of stuff, too?
So my little sister would
Little
have
kids
been
are creepy. That's
been
why they're
like
fucking
7. And the door that goes up to the attic, my little siblings would never go near it. Like, they would, like, dead sprint past it. And, like, they were too young to, like,
comprehend any of
no,
it.
like, it
Say
was,
what
like,
the thing
Jet
is
was probably just walking, and he would, like, shuffle really far past it, or he'd just look at it and, like, stay really far away from it. And then the one thing, the last straw, I'm like, Mom, I'm moving out. I was 18 years old. My sister, actually, I think I was 17, because my sister was a senior, I was a junior. And my mom was staying at her boyfriend's house, which is now my stepdad. And I was home alone. My sister was off somewhere else. Other 2 siblings were at their dad's house. I was home alone. I fell asleep in the reclining chair in the living room. And, like, you know, when you're in a recliner, you have to, like, push back the chair, and then from there you can flop out the feet.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the second that you
That was a really good,
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Dude, I believed you were in one. I was like, whoa!
Done it a few times. No, but I had it all the way, like, out. Like, the feet were out. I was all the way reclined. So it was basically like a bed. But you know, when you, like, go to sit up, it folds the back up, right? It was like 2:30 in the morning, and I woke up. I was still flat in the chair, but I was standing straight up.
What do you mean?
The
It was
recliner
just
part.
that.
No.
So then I stepped away from the chair, turned around and looked at the chair, and it was still standing straight up, and then it just goes thump and hit the floor and fell all the way down. Emily went dead sprinting out of that house and called my mom and told her I was never living there again, and I would go live with my best friend until the day I graduated high school.
Yep.
And my mom ended up selling that house, and we moved.
How long were you there?
I think it was probably about 2 years.
Oh, wow. That's a good run.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a lot of other weird things too, but those are like, it was all based around that house, because since then, never had anything weird happen to me.
That's crazy.
So
I grew up my house that I grew up in my whole life,
Was it
basically.
on Elm Street?
It actually
Nice.
wasn't. It was on Hayes.
Every town has an Elm Street, though.
It is true.
For
But
sure.
maybe not a Freddy Krueger. You know what I'm saying?
That was deep.
I know. I think that's a
guys.
rap song
Getting a
by the
little deep
Ghetto
today, huh?
Boys.
But our yard was connected to a cemetery, and that's where we would go play. Like, me and the neighbor kids
Seems normal.
would just play hide and seek and stuff in the cemetery, in the graveyard. So we would go hang out there. And we didn't really think it was, I don't know, we just didn't think it was weird because it was basically my backyard. So my backyard was a cemetery. There were a lot of weird things that happened when we were hanging out there. Of course, it was never at night. It was always during the day because the rule was at my house, you can leave and go do whatever because I grew up in a small town, but you had to be home by the time the street lights came on.
Yeah, that was our rule too.
So I was never there at night, so it wasn't like super scary, but some weird stuff happened in that cemetery. And I think that's why I have like this weird connection with like spirits and death and like past lives and things like that.
Is that the first place you had sex?
No.
Nice.
Oh.
In a graveyard.
Question.
No,
Most
thank
people
God.
normally have sex for the first time outside.
What?
I did.
Yeah, most people.
Is that statistically?
I did
like
at
a
a
thing?
bike track.
I don't know.
Have my buddy like hold up a
Honey,
blanket.
we're getting married. You're not supposed to tell me these
I know. I'm
things.
just saying.
I think
It's true,
we're
though.
past that.
At least it wasn't behind a
I think
bowling
that was just
alley.
a couple of decades ago. Yeah.
My mom had this weird attachment in that house. I think I told you this too. When the day that we moved in, there was nothing in the house. Like, you know, the last person had moved out and shuffled everything out, except there was a plant hook in the dining room, like where an old like viney plant hung. But instead of a plant on the hook, there was this like crystal that spun around and caught light, and it like reflected those rainbow things all over. It was like this big. And for some weird reason, from the moment that my mom moved in, she never touched it. It hung there for 2 years. And she's like, if that's the only thing that was here, I'm not going to like piss off whatever's in this house.
Yeah.
My mom even went as far, she hung a mirror in the front door to like, because supposedly if a spirit sees itself in a mirror, it will leave. So like she hung a mirror right inside the front door. And she like saged the place, and she was doing all this crazy stuff after all this weird things happened. But yeah,
As long
You
as
should
my-
have had one of those things. What's
What?
it called?
exorcism.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a person that it was.
chill.
It wasn't a person.
You
It was
should've did
the
it
house.
You should have did it to Jet.
As long as they're not fucking with you too bad, I don't care.
Jet.
Bro, lay
They can be
down.
my friends if they're just like moving stuff around. Like,
Yeah, but like,
but when it gets a little too weird, I'm out. Yeah.
I'm out. No Ouija boards for you.
No, I won't.
I would never.
No,
No.
I'll do a lot. I'm very into like tarot readings and mediums, even psychics, but I don't do
Okay,
that.
so you all are psycho because I don't believe in any
I
of
love
that
all
shit.
that shit. I
None
love
of it.
that
We
shit.
should go do
Not
that
even a
tour
little
of
bit.
Iowa of the haunting stuff. You guys
We
seen
can go to
that
the Axe Murder House.
in Villisca?
yeah,
That'd be
that's done by
cool.
Melody.
There you
Or
go.
that thing that that hill. Do you know what I'm talking about? Cherry Hill or whatever. You go and put your car in neutral, and it pushes you up. Something pushes you up the hill, and you can get out, and there's handprints on your bumper.
No way.
Ooh,
That would never happen.
Excuse me. This is
Let's go
Yeah,
do
look
it.
it up.
That'll be the first time. Like, nope, not this time. I've tried all of the stuff. Ouija board, bro. I've moved it and faked people. You move it. It's not a thing.
That would explain a lot. Now we're getting some answers of why you act the way.
I'm writing this all down.
You're possessed. You have been. your
Oh,
whole
I'm with them.
life. Yeah, you're
Welcome
a
to
part
the
of
dark
them.
All right. So they're my friends.
Yeah, exactly.
See, real stuff scares me, like Dateline, or like
yeah.
Dahmer stuff.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like that stuff scares, like stuff that could actually happen.
yeah.
Like out golfing, you get clubbed in the head by. Oh, we were talking about Coldwater, that girl that got murdered.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
So
Yeah.
sad.
That is so sad.
It's so sad, but like that's the stuff. Like real stuff scares me. Ain't no boogeyman come out of the creek and kill you, or
Well,
Freddy
he came
Krueger.
out of the golf
no.
course.
Yeah.
Huh?
He came out of the golf course.
He wasn't a boogeyman. He's homeless.
You think the
I mean-
boogeyman is like, oh, that's the boogeyman. That's
Yeah,
right there.
you're
That he
talking
looks
about,
like
some
this.
spirits
But
like
just-
running around.
Oh, you're saying like
But
like
just
none of
something
that's
not
real.
real.
Mhm.
None of
Okay.
that's real. It's not
Mhm.
true. No one's pushing your car up a hill. Like that's not happening.
especially the
Emily's like, I'm
Bronco.
taking
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
thing
Oh
weighs
yeah.
a
We should take the
ton.
Bronco or the
That
Forerunner.
goes
and
to
test
be like,
that.
seriously?
Like, go ahead.
This thing weighs like 6,000
I'm
pounds.
on
They'd be
break.
like, nah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
good.
take a nap. This one's too big.
It's not happening.
Taking today off.
So, what's your guys' favorite live, laugh, love thing? Because it's about that time of year.
Like is
Yeah,
it
everyone
like
has one of those too.
fall?
Yeah, like light some
How the
candles.
white
What he
girls are like,
means by
"Have you
that
got your
is pumpkin spice.
Valentine?"
And
But I don't
everything
care how
else.
ghetto or how gangster you think you are, you still got one in you.
I set out a few pumpkins.
Do you paint
Actually,
them
Bailey-
or carve them?
No, I don't do that.
Which one?
They're just pumpkins.
I don't do. They're not real.
Do you buy the new ugly ones?
Like the gourds.
Yeah.
No, I
Like
don't
the
buy
lumpy
anything.
ones?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean by the ugly ones?
Mm-hmm.
No, the warty ones?
Yeah.
Warty.
Why they gotta be warty? They are warty.
No, but no.
Josh
haven't done
was
shit
cleaning
yet.
up the house today, and I was cleaning the mirror in our bathroom this morning, and he walks in and he goes, "Is this your live, laugh, love?" I turned
What
around.
was it?
It was my cardigan sweater.
Oh.
And I was like,
well.
Yes, that is my
All
live,
I
laugh,
could do was
love.
picture
Okay?
Taylor
Oh, I know.
just making candles.
Oh.
And Zach upstairs with the kids.
Oh, it's so.
taking fresh cookies out.
That's her happiness.
Not one
Yep.
voice tonal change in her whole house.
Yeah, I love that.
Monotone.
I know it's
calm,
so peaceful.
no stress.
I
Yeah.
lit a pumpkin spice or a fall scented candle in our house, in the kitchen. It was there for about 3 hours, and I don't know where it went. So it's gone.
Weird.
It made it 3 hours in our house.
See,
So
paranormal
that
shit's
too,
weird. It's real.
honestly, I know you guys all at least have one. I don't like any of that stuff.
I'm
I don't-
trying
Oh,
to
you
think of
don't?
what mine is.
Like the orchard. Are you
I
guys
guess
gonna
I
go-
actually do. I like skulls and like.
Yeah, I have like a skull out.
Okay,
I'm like
yeah, okay.
Halloween.
But
I'm
that's
not really fall.
But that's not
That's
your
not-
Halloween. That's your you like skulls.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Like he has skull candles
Nesting
that sit
dolls,
out
Sure.
maybe?
But
I
those
love
are-
nesting dolls.
365 days a
Those
year.
were handmade though. Like they're
That's
dope.
just- I
That's
don't
not
know.
just a typical candle.
But that's what I'm saying.
I like
They're
Halloween
not
stuff.
Halloween decorations.
Oh.
I guess.
Yeah, I threw
the purple
he made me
lights.
throw away my entire tote of Halloween decorations.
First
Well-
off,
He stood in my doorway and said, "What are we doing with these?"
That's what I said.
So what?
It was a serious question.
Storage room, and then he just stands there and looks at me. I'm like,
He's like
Trash.
dumpster.
and he goes, turns
That
around
was
and
the right
walks away.
answer.
It's like, okay, guess we're not
Are
decorating.
you guys
for
gonna do
Halloween
like an
anymore.
apple orchard? Do you guys like that?
So
You
I
know-
feel like. Oh, sorry.
Like it seemed like everybody's like, oh my god, that's so controlling. I don't care. Like, it doesn't make me feel one way or another. Like, if he doesn't like it, then I won't decorate for Halloween. So I guess throw them away because they're just gonna gather dust, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I would probably, if there was something that bothered me, I would say it to him, and he would do the same for me. So like a Halloween decoration doesn't really mean that much to
No.
me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Pick
I
your
do
battles.
like fall scented candles, and he got rid of it. I'm sad about it.
I don't like pumpkin smells. I don't like.
I like apple smells.
I like cinnamon.
No cinnamon.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Drink too much Fireball?
Oh no! Actually, I think I'm like allergic to cinnamon.
Really?
Maybe. Except cinnamon toast crunch.
See?
I like cinnamon,
That's different.
cinnamon sugar
Exception.
toast.
Dude, cinnamon
That's
toast
different.
crunch was. Oh, I love cereal.
What'd you say about an
I
apple
don't-
orchard? I cut you off. I'm sorry.
The
About what?
An apple orchard?
Yeah, like, are you guys? Will you
No,
go to one?
here's what I
wouldn't-
feel
I don't
like,
that. I've been, but
I don't enjoy. I think that's something you do. I feel like that's probably something if we had little kids or something. But just to go like me and us as adults, no. But
Yeah,
what
that
I
we can-
was
we can
gonna
find a
say,
little
I
kid.
want to be kind of festive because I know it's important to a lot of you. We should do like a pumpkin painting contest all together.
that'd
And
be
would
like
be
cool.
really
grill
good
or
for social
something.
media.
We could set up like 2 6-foot tables in my driveway,
Yeah,
and I got a little fire pit, and I'll get all fucking.
we could
fall-y.
bob for apples,
I'll play like some what's fall music.
but don't get my lashes wet.
Halloween
don't know.
music.
I
Yeah, I'll
mean,
play some.
yeah.
Adam's Family.
So I don't
Wow.
have fall decorations, but I
You probably
do have
grow 'em.
Yeah, you
herbs
grow them.
hanging in my house, all over, everywhere. So my house smells like herbs.
Oh my god, I would love that.
Mar-
I have like
Marijuana.
4 basil plants right now, mint,
Marijuana.
rosemary, everything hanging in my house.
What's
so
her
that's my
name?
fall decoration.
Rosemary. She's a good person too.
I bet it smells so good.
It does. It
I
smells
really want to
amazing.
hang the eucalyptus in the shower.
Oh, I
Oh,
do
You
I
guys
that.
love
seen
that.
that?
Yeah.
The big sprig
No,
of
it's nice.
eucalyptus?
It's nice.
Oh, is it? A fucking plant hanging in my shower?
It's
Dude,
it
it's
smells
eucalyptus, it
so
smells-
good.
Just buy a eucalyptus candle then and light that thing.
That well,
See?
Oh.
the plant
Josh
is
also
healthier.
walks around and lights all the candles in our house with a torch. So
yeah, he does. He
there's
ruins
that.
like the whole wick in one burn.
Well, because you know how long it takes with the lighter, like waiting. Dude,
it's
blow
supposed to
torch.
be
Melts the whole
Dude.
candle.
I mostly
like
do
you don't have an
incense,
extra
I
2
guess.
seconds in your life. You
I
are
don't.
busy. You're busy.
Dude,
I
I'm
know.
busy.
I
My
know.
aunt and uncle, this is funny, guys. My aunt and uncle got as our housewarming gift, they got us a pepper plant.
Yeah.
But it's not like you don't eat the pepper. It's not like
Mhm.
it's a real plant, grows these tiny little peppers, but they're not edible. It's just for show.
So right away, Stacia's like, "Why the fuck do you have?"
I
that
just
then?"
don't understand how they're not edible.
I'm sure you could eat
Like
them.
my brain does not compute.
I'm sure you could eat them. I'm sure you could, but I don't think they're meant to be eaten.
Did you see it at our
Yeah,
house?
I did. It was very pretty.
Yeah.
Josh, it was in our house for maybe 5 minutes, and he goes, "So, is this like a pepper plant?" This is what he said to me after my family left. "Is this like a pepper plant?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "So, but we don't eat them?" And I was like, "No." And he goes, and it stays inside my home. I was like, "Yes."
You would have a fucking
I would probably
aneurysm
be
in my
asking the
house.
same questions.
Thank you. None of my, and I'm honestly not even saying Gary. I just want to know. Like, I want to know. I mean, I literally don't see any point in it, but
It's
like,
pretty.
It is
but I
pretty.
just, I don't know.
Plants are supposed to make you happy.
They
Yeah.
do.
You need snake plants in your life.
We have
oxygen.
plants.
I have
We have plants.
He allowed me to have one plant in the inner workings of our home, in the common areas of our home, and it is a snake plant. The rest,
No, we have two. We have
One?
one over in the corner by the base,
Yeah.
by the
oh yeah,
speaker.
the tree.
And we have the colorful thing now.
Okay.
The pepper plant. We have 3 out there.
Oh wow.
So when she says things
Plant
like
parents.
1 times that by 2.
Okay.
So we have a bunch.
I have fake ones
All my
because I
other
don't.
plants are in my office. Yeah,
I can't.
I
I
should
can't
just
keep
come
them
groom
alive.
them for you.
Nor do I want to.
Okay.
there's
Then
some
never
really
mind.
good fake plants though out there.
Yeah.
No,
I
for
once
sure.
watered a fake plant
That's
for
why.
8 months.
Yeah, she watered a fake plant for 8
Wait,
months.
what?
That's how
I
good
did
they are.
not. I
That's
didn't-
why her aunt and uncle got her
That's
that.
why.
I had
Yeah,
no
and
idea.
they wrote on the side of the pepper plant, "This is real. You must water this."
That's hilarious.
I orphaned a plant. I found a plant
Mhm.
that said "free to take." So I took the plant up to my residence at the time and watered it, nurtured it, cared for it. 8 months later, I was sitting in my kitchen going, "That thing has never dropped a leaf. It has never grown. It has never changed color. It has never done anything."
You're like, I'm good at
And
this.
so I moved some dirt around, and it was just a plastic block underneath that they put dirt on to make it look
Bamboozle.
like a real plant.
Wow.
I watered a plastic block for 8 months.
Neat.
How much water was in the bottom?
I know. Where
That's
was
like my
the water
favorite
going?
Emily story.
I do so
That's
bad,
so
so
good.
embarrassing. I think it was just I didn't water it that
was, like,
much because it was like
evaporating.
happy, so it was just
Yeah.
like drying out, and then I'd put a little tiny bit more in, and it wasn't like I don't know.
You're
I mean,
like-
it was still dirt. It was real dirt.
But you were getting
Mother
a free
Nature could
humidifier.
never.
Yeah, just keeping it nice.
Did you
and
find
moist.
a review?
I didn't. I did not have a chance to go through.
Carrie, can you
find
pull
them.
one up?
Maybe.
Try to find a good one. We haven't done that in a while.
Let's see.
See what we
Well,
We
got.
can go all the way
Please
back to my first one.
keep
The first
chatting.
bad one we ever got was mine. I think that was my only bad one I ever had, though.
Let's see.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Hey, okay, all right.
We've
Maddie.
had some good ones. Like,
They're all like books.
review.
What?
They're all like
yeah.
4 paragraphs
The
long.
bad ones are gonna be. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got
They write.
lots to say.
How do you find the reviews on?
Google.
Oh, here we go. Review. I got Facebook reviews.
Ooh, what?
Oh, great. I didn't even know that was a
Me
thing.
either.
Now I'm more
Okay.
nervous.
Let's see now. Mm-hmm.
Did anyone last night take an Uber home?
No, I walked.
No, Bailey and I got a ride from her man
oh.
friend. He was really nice.
Good? I think they're good for each other.
I do too. And I realized by the end of the night that I was the oldest one there, and everyone was like with someone, and I was just like vibing in the corner, like just
Fun when
dancing.
that
I look
starts
around,
to
I'm like,
happen.
Where did Grant?
Cool,
Oh, Grant
auntie.
left too. Grant left. At
yeah,
11.
yeah,
He probably ran to the saddle.
maybe. No, he was tired.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
I was at a concert last night for like 11 hours. And it started at 4 o'clock, and there was not many people there, and people were just kind of filtering in. And about 7 o'clock, when it started to get dark, all the young people showed up, and were in the front, like, screaming, and the music got loud, and I was sitting in my lawn chair, like, in the back.
Scared.
This is Granny.
I was
This
just like,
one's
this is
Josh.
fun.
That's not gonna be. Let's not do that.
That was long. Whatever.
I don't mind
That was
being the old
that was a
person
really
anymore,
long
though.
one.
Was
I
that
didn't
the
think
one
I'd
we've already
seen
done?
one. I didn't see that one before. No, it
I'm
wasn't.
trying to find a bad one, you guys. This is a problem. I
was,
can't find a bad one.
I know, I couldn't find one that we hadn't,
That's
like,
a good problem
already
to
done.
have, I'd
Yeah,
say.
for sure.
So she ended up giving us a 2. Because at the end she said overall I did give the salon 2
remember
stars
that.
because of positive experiences in the past.
remember
I would
that.
especially recommend Madeline. But due to this experience, I probably will not be returning.
Oh.
So that was the end. That was the end of that. It was
What happened? Go ahead and
I
read
couldn't
it.
remember. Yeah.
Okay, this is the one we'll do.
Okay. So I've used V&V several times as I go to school in Ames.
I'm glad she calls us V&V. That was the whole concept of why we named
Yeah.
it Valor and Violet.
Yeah.
So shout out to her.
And needed a hairstylist away from home. My past few experiences have been totally fine. However, this past appointment was easily the worst hair experience I've had to date. I went in to get my hair colored and
Okay.
cut a few inches. I ended up having Josh as my stylist. He didn't get the color all the way through my hair, which left multiple streaks not colored. He seemed rushed the entire appointment, and I never felt like I was fully focused. He was fully focused on my hair. He took about 30 seconds to cut multiple inches off my hair without sectioning it off at all. He had another stylist curl it right after, so it looked okay leaving the salon. After showering and seeing it straight, I found that one side was a full inch longer than the other, which was way longer than the back. None of it was even, in addition to the streaks of lighter hair. I had to go home and pay to have my normal stylist back home fix it. The prices were not cheap, and as a college student, it's a lot of money to pay for a second person to fix my haircut.
One thing she got completely right
Mm-hmm.
is that I am not cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
That's one
Let's
thing, right?
get that
Mhm.
straight. Mhm.
I don't
first-
remember. I don't remember her, or
don't remember her
and of
either,
course
but I-
there's no. It's
I like
there's
how
no
she
name.
knows. She knows that you're supposed to section
So
hair.
she obviously is a fucking know-it-all.
like how
She
I'm sorry, do you
measured.
cut hair?
Did she know did she get a tape measure out and measure the inch? Okay. She just didn't want to call and like have
Probably.
it redone. And I'm sorry. So one thing about our shop, Valor and Violet, and this is everyone. We are a very, very busy salon. We actually we're to the point in at least Valor and Violet, we work with assistants.
Yeah.
I want to get to the point. I've been doing this 20-some years. I'm not going to be shampooing hair. I'm not going to be. It's not productive for me to make cash flow in the shop, and that's how we operate.
Yeah. Again,
right?
that's just what it goes
so
back
there
to.
could be multiple people working on your head. In one
Multiple,
appointment.
if
Even
not-
though you're
and
booked
that's not
with
for
you,
everybody. We've always said that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
that's
there's-
something, and I think that's different for the Midwest, especially
Yeah.
Iowa, especially Des Moines. I mean, on the coastal, we've talked. Like one of my mentors, I look like cute, like a guy I love.
Mhm.
Their whole salon, and there's a multiple girls and guys in the shop. They literally, if you went to their shop to see this particular person,
Yeah.
you would see them for about 4 minutes.
They apply the color and walk away.
and you
Or-
don't see them again.
Someone
Maybe-
washes it, they cut it, they walk away.
Yep.
Or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's salons in Des Moines that are like that, but
So I don't know. I'm sure. I bet I have off days.
Everyone
We all
does.
Dude.
do.
Toner didn't cover, the lightener didn't. What the fuck did she have in her hair before? Did her hair lift? Even if she come in with black hair, but there's so many things to people.
Right, and
well, and did she ever say anything like
That's
call
what I'm
to
s-
say?
that's what I'm
Hey,
saying.
my hair needs retone.
Like,
Hey,
yep,
you miss if you can
yep,
you fix it? Because
yep.
our policy at Valor and Violet, and my personal policy is you literally have
2 weeks,
2
isn't
weeks.
it?
14 days. How many hours
Which is a
is
long
that?
time.
It's a lot. I don't know.
That's
Okay.
a long time.
500.
Many.
So you have plenty of time to come back because I'm not a robot and I'm not a machine.
Yeah.
And I have on and off days. Some days I'm Picasso. Some days I'm Jet when he was 1. Like, dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I apologize to her. But
Right.
she is, she's right. I'm not cheap. She's right that I'm not going to always be with her, entertaining her the whole time. And she's right. Madeline would do that for her.
Well,
Madeline will be there the whole time talking about live, laugh, love, and fall, and what are we doing with our porches and couches, and
I think it's a good.
just not what I'm gonna do.
This is what's wrong with society. No, I almost caught myself saying that. That the people sometimes just they'll take the time behind their little
Device,
phone screen,
But they won't see to your face.
when this could have all been remedied and probably even better at the end for her.
Oh, I would
'cause
have given her
we-
all my
Yes.
attention. I knew she wanted it. I would have been like, we should have some Biscoff cookies. I'll sit here and like talk to you.
We'll have some.
We could have
tea.
talked about whatever she was into.
So that's the point I'm trying
Yeah.
to make is it's easy now with technology and the reason we even have these types of reviews that people can't just use their voice face to face anymore.
I think anytime you have a bad experience, if you just said something, whether it's food, anything, they're gonna like, oh, did I throw away your macaroni and cheese? Whether it got thrown away last night, remember the Carly's meal? And the girl was so nice because someone said something nicely to her.
Yeah,
And
there's
she,
a way to
and I bet you, if you didn't throw away, she went downstairs and like, make a mac and cheese.
totally because
And it was
there's a
done.
way.
It wasn't don't leave and write the review. The server, I wish she would have ordered it quicker. And at the end of the night, she threw away my mac and cheese that I barely ate
Yeah.
and have that I paid $28 for. Like, good Lord.
Which is the point
Can we
I'm
not
making
do
because
that?
we're all humans and we all
People-
have bad days. But and now because I've been in the service industry my whole life. I try to do that. I try to follow my own advice. If there is something that's not right or something is wrong, all you have to do is say something. You can be nice about it.
Yeah.
And the problem is solved.
Yeah.
You don't have to leave
We just
pissed
did that.
off and write a bad review
Yeah.
to that.
Or it's,
to
and
that
even if you can't
business.
do it, people around you should hold you accountable. Like, if
We
you get
just-
just be patient and tell people to be
Mhm.
and be kind. We say that at the end
Yeah.
of the last podcast. Just be nice.
Yeah.
Just
So
be nice. Okay.
that's that.
Dude.
Is that it? Was that the
Yeah.
how we're ending?
Yeah. That's
crazy.
it.
Okay.
Cool. We all good?
Yeah.
That's fun.
www.thesundayshampoo.com.
www.valorandviolet.com.
At
Instagram.
Valor and
Violet
Violet.
at the Sunday Shampoo 515.
233 2323.
Yeah, find us, book your appointments with us, Valor and Violet. We're getting super busy for fall. We would have love to have you guys and hopefully write us a good review. But yeah, we'll see you all soon.
Cool.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Hate or love, it's like there's nothing that I can't do. We doing numbers, so we do the money dance too. It ain't nothing, it's the Sunday shampoo. It's the Sunday shampoo. It's the Sunday shampoo.